Having your money just sitting in your bank account does nothing for you. It's just gathering dust. You want to reach a point where your money it's like your employee. It works to make you more money, except the difference is that money doesn't sleep. It works 24/7. While you sleep, you're still making money. The concept we're talking about here is compounding and inflation. See, your money just sitting in your bank account. Imagine this is your money. This is time. As time goes on and that 2% compounds, your money's value goes down. What you instead want to do, grab your money, put it in something where it can compound and the money will literally make more money. And then as time goes by, that is you. Now, most people's arguments would be, I only have $3,500 if you're the average. But the reality is the money that's in your bank account, it's more than enough to start. Now, before we roll into it, I am gonna clarify, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I can only tell you my personal experiences and my opinions, and that's exactly what we're gonna talk about today. Number one, invest in real estate. Now, I know what's going through your head right now. Jose, you just said the average is $3.5 grand. How in the world am I gonna invest in real estate? Well, that's more than enough. See, with an FHA loan, which is a federal housing-backed loan, you only need 3.5% as a down payment to purchase a property, which means your $3,500 that's in your bank account is more than enough for a $100,000 property. See, here in South Florida, you can get a property like this, which is about a 3.2 for 100 grand, or you can get a property like this one exactly, which just sold for 85 grand. It's a 3.3. I mean, yeah, it needs a little TLC, but yo, 85 grand? So what does the math look like on this exactly? Let's take the $85,000 rental property or property that I showed you, right? It costs you $85,000, that's the property. You have $3,500 in your bank account, but you only need 3.5% for your FHA, so your down payment's only $2,975. So that means you're financing about $82,000 with the bank. Let's say you're able to get a 4%. That means your monthly mortgage payment, it'll be about $391. You have 2 extra bedrooms because the property I showed you was a 3-bedroom. Say you were to rent out those bedrooms to friends, to cousins, or you put it up for Craigslist, do whatever you want, and you're able to get $500 a bedroom, which I think is pretty reasonable, right? That gives you a net of $1,000 extra a month. Now you have other people, your friends or your cousins or whatever, pay down your mortgage. Your property is still going up in value every year, which is capital gains. And now you're left with an extra $609 every month. You're living rent free. Now, let's say you're smart. You watch this video. You save that money for 12 months. That will net you about $7,300. Let's say you then do that for 3 years. After 3 years, you'll have about $22,000 saved up. You've been living rent free. Your property has been going up in value. And guess what you can do? Rinse and repeat. Number 2, invest it. See, what most don't understand is that just leaving your money in your bank account, you're actually losing value through inflation. Inflation is the rate at which the cost of living goes up, which is roughly about 2% every year. Which means that if you grab that $3,500 that you supposedly have, and you just let it sit in your bank account or whatever amount it is, by next year, the purchasing power or the worth of it is about 2% less, around $3,430. So what you need to do is grab whatever you have in your bank account, that's excess, obviously, after you've paid your costs, and whether it's $3,500 or $100, and invest it into something that's gonna pay you a higher return than the 2% inflation. For beginners, I'd recommend an ETF. See, now this one I love because this one probably takes the least amount of effort. See, an ETF is an exchange traded fund. In other words, it's like a mutual fund, but you can trade it just like you do stocks on your phone through free apps. It's simple to do and it requires no work on your part because you have professionals, because you have professionals that are managing and investing the money for you. See, this is what happens. See, over the last 3 years, the average rate of return on ETFs has been about 13%. Obviously, this can vary, but let's just take 13% for this example. So if you were to invest your $3,500 after 1 year, you'd have about $3,958. But this is the beauty of compounding. After year 2, you'd have $4,476. After year 3, you'd have $5,062. Let's say you just forgot about that account. You just let it sit. You're not doing absolutely nothing but sleeping. After 30 years, which is your average mortgage loan time frame, you'd have $140,000 in your bank account from your initial $3,500. That's compounding. Finally, number 3, start a business. I can speak from full experience here. The best way to multiply the money that you have is by creating a solution for somebody else. And the thing is that most people think business is this big scary thing, but the reality is if you can come up with a solution that's good enough to get people to pay you for it, you can start making more money. And now you'd be your own boss, creating your own time. Yes, it's more stressful. Yes, you're gonna be putting more hours. However, once you start scaling the business and understanding that now that you have the formula for it, you can have other people do it as well, and they are generating money for your business. This is how you multiply your wealth, more so than just leaving that $3,500 in your bank account. So for example, say you've always wanted to be a music producer. Your first move should be, all right, take classes in music producing, then buy whatever equipment you need, start booking studio sessions with small upcoming artists and charging a certain fee. Say you wanted to be a photographer, same thing. You can invest in an affordable DSLR, take classes which you can find online for free, practice for free. You can even shoot for free to build your portfolio and then start charging. So find something you're passionate about, something that you can provide a solution for somebody's problem and get paid for it. That way you're grabbing that $3,500 that was sitting or whatever money you had in your bank account and you're multiplying. So what did we learn today, boys? That the money that's in your bank account, you're losing value. You should grab it, turn it into your employee so it can work 24/7 to make you more money.